Bill O'Reilly here. It is Monday, June 10th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, and here's what's happening across our nation. Senator Charles Schumer mocks President Trump's latest deal with Mexico. YouTube's new censorship policy causing problems for the nation's top universities. A far-left college is ordered to pay millions to a local bakery. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez wants taxpayer dollars to study psychedelic drugs. And nearly 24 Democratic presidential contenders invade Iowa. Also coming up, my message of the day on the Mexican Trump situation. But first to Washington, Senator Schumer swiped at President Trump over the weekend, hours after the USA and Mexico reached a new deal to limit illegal immigration. The top Democrat accused Trump of reaching a, quote, bogus solution to stem the flow of people at the border, adding sarcastically, I'm sure we won't be hearing any more about this. More on the issue, upcoming in my message of the day. YouTube's new censorship program already causing major problems for educators across the country. MIT urging the social media company to reconsider the guidelines, saying professors can no longer access videos depicting Nazi Germany, alternative religious beliefs, or anything considered controversial by YouTube, even if it's in a historical context. Censorship has consequences. Ultra-liberal Oberlin College in Ohio handed a major legal defeat over the weekend when a jury ordered the school to pay $11 million to a local business. In 2016, the college called for a boycott against Gibson's Bakery, accusing the business of racially profiling 3 black students. Well, court documents now show the students were detained for shoplifting and assaulting an employee. Another example of political correctness hurting the pursuit of justice. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez wants to spend taxpayer dollars to study the impact of psychedelic drugs on the human brain. The far-left lawmaker filed legislation Friday that would fund federal research on the medical benefits of magic mushrooms and other drugs. America's debt now stands at more than $21 trillion. To the campaign trail, where nearly 24 Democrats descended on Iowa over the weekend. 18 of the 24 declared candidates delivered 5-minute speeches to party leaders during their annual fundraiser. Absent, Joe Biden. Coming up, my message of the day. But first, China and Mexico trade wars can have an impact on inflation and weaken the U.S. dollar. That's why many Americans are deciding to protect their cash by investing in gold. I recommend that you contact the Hartford Gold Group to learn more. To get you started, the Hartford Gold Group will gift a free silver coin to all of my radio listeners. If you are listening right now, you can get this free coin from the Hartford Gold Group. No purchase necessary. All you have to do is give them a call. 877-444-GOLD. 877-444-GOLD. So, call them today to claim your free coin, available for a limited time only. The number, 877-444-4653, 877-444-4653. Call now. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, and here is the message of the day. It's really disturbing that the United States government will not solve the illegal immigration disaster that has hurt the country ever since President Ronald Reagan gave millions of foreign nationals the right to live in the USA in 1986. In return for that amnesty, Mr. Reagan promised the feds would secure the southern border with Mexico and crack down on American employers who hired undocumented aliens. Both of those promises were not kept. If you add it all up, the federal government has allowed more than 20 million human beings to reside in the USA illegally, and millions more are trying to get here. Yet Congress dithers. President Trump loudly proclaimed that he would put an end to the madness. But he's had a hard time doing so, primarily because the American left, including most of the media, does not want to hinder the illegal alien industry for a variety of reasons, many of them political votes. Exasperated, Mr. Trump threatened Mexico with punitive tariffs on the goods it sells in America if it didn't cooperate in stemming the flow of migrants from Central America. Mexico buckled and is now promising to send 6,000 troops to its border with Guatemala. That should be enough manpower to turn back most of the migrants from Central America, since there are only 10 border crossings down there over a 500-mile area. The Mexican government also says it will allow migrants to wait in that country for asylum requests to be adjudicated in Washington. After the deal was sealed, President Trump pulled back the tariff threat. Almost immediately, the Trump-hating New York Times ran a story that said Mexico had agreed to those things before the president's tariff threat. So in effect, Mr. Trump was conning everyone. President Trump tweeted the New York Times was lying. Democrats Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer actually mocked the president over the Mexican situation, echoing the Times. So here's the truth. Based upon their inaction, Pelosi and Schumer apparently do not want to stop illegal aliens from coming to the USA. The pair have no solutions and routinely frame the issue as, quote, a tax on immigrants, unquote, never using the word illegal. Many Democrats believe that most new citizens will eventually register to vote Democrat, largely because of entitlements. States like Arizona have turned blue from red because of the influx of foreign nationals. The New York Times and other liberal press outlets know that Mexico is basically a corrupt place that does great harm to America by allowing the drug and people smuggling business to thrive. Drug overdoses, the number one cause of death for Americans under the age of 50. And what is Mexico doing about it? Yet when President Trump forces some protective concessions from Mexico, the Times implies he's a con man, clearly not wanting the president to succeed in bolstering the border. Why? The theme of my website is Take Your Country Back. This is a perfect example of how corrupt the press and some politicians have become. The Mexico-Trump story will lead BillO'Reilly.com on the No Spin News tonight. Hope you check it out at 7 Eastern Time. Right back. A young lady was looking to buy her first home in Texas. The market at her price point is very hot, so she went to realestateagentsitrust.com for help. To ensure her offer was accepted, her agent suggested the following steps. 1. Get pre-qualified with a mortgage company that her agent had a history using to satisfy the seller's agent. 2. Find a home that was priced to sell so they knew the owner was ready to move. 3. Find a home well located and priced correctly so it could be leased if an emergency occurred. 4. Anticipating multiple offers, offer more than asking, but still less than what the house would be appraised for. And 5, offer to help with some of the closing costs. The house the lady wanted had 10 offers in 3 days, but she got the house because she had an agent who knew how to get the job done. That's why I love realestateagentsitrust.com. No pinheads, just great agents. Get moving with realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 42 years ago today, Steve Jobs and his young Apple company began shipping some of the very first personal computers to users across the country. The Apple II, a follow-up to his first failed attempt, is now considered an iconic machine that would go on to change the future of technology. In 1977, less than 2% of American households had a personal computer. The average Apple II cost about $2,500. That's about $8,400 in today's market. The machine weighed roughly 40 pounds. The monitor had just 6 colors. There was no internet, email, fax, or modem. Despite the media hype, the expensive equipment was widely seen by the public as a glorified typewriter. Decades later, we live in a much different world. 2019, more than 90% of American households have at least one personal computer. The remaining 10% are mostly over the age of 80. If you include smartphones, tablets, laptops, or other similar devices, the average family of 4 owns more than 11 personal computers at any given time, at a cost of thousands of dollars. The latest iPhone, roughly the size of a human hand, is more than 1,600 times faster than the original Apple II, has more than 260,000 times the amount of storage, and 379 times more pixels per display. That is incredible progress, but it comes at a price. The average American now looks at a screen more than 7 hours a day. Studies from the CDC show using computers for more than 5 hours daily can cause physical problems like vision damage, obesity, bad posture, wrist injuries, sleep deprivation, and more. The machines also take a toll on our mental health. Prolonged use can cause anxiety, depression, isolation, communication disorders, even addiction. There is little doubt that improvements in technology have giant social benefits, such as advancements in healthcare, political expression, and accessing information. But be very careful. The amount of change in less than 40 years is a lot to handle, especially for younger people. 40 years from now, anything could happen, both good and bad. Now this. We live in a very complicated world, so it's important that you protect yourself and the people you love. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. Freeze-dried food is a modern-day miracle. Tastes good, is healthy, and most importantly, it stays good for up to 25 years. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All my refrigerated food went bad, but not my food supply from Wise. Please visit Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/bill, and explore their starter kits and long-term emergency food options. They are even offering free shipping, plus a big discount, 25% off for my listeners. Please go to Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/bill. That's me. wisefoodstorage.com/bill. Or you can call 855-269-0501. That's 855-269-0501. And that is the O'Reilly Update. Again, please check out BillO'Reilly.com for more commentary. And please consider my book, Killing the SS, makes a great Father's Day gift.